Hello, everybody. Yes, this is our mask contest day. So I want to show you one of mine. Do you see? So, how is everyone? And since I'm here by myself, I can take my mask off. Yay! Anyway, this is just a little something I printed out on the printable fabric. And here is the mask. I made us some more yesterday. And I wanted to tell you, we saved, these are a wide twist tie that, a wide twist tie that came like off of a baked goods bag. And so what I do is I save these and they're wrapped in like a cardboard and they've got a pretty thick metal part. But I cut them in half and then I use it to go across the nose because they work really well and they even hold up when you wash them. So as you can see from the top of this, I've got one in there and I just press it along my nose. So I just thought I would tell you that you just never know what little things you find around your house that you can save to do yours. So anyway, let's see all who is here. Hello, everyone. Oh, Vicky Robles left us a very sweet note, and we do miss her. We hope that she'll be back soon. So evidently she's busy making masks and all of that. So we will see her very soon. Okay. So Nikki, hi, sweetheart. Oh, yes, oh my gosh, I remembered earlier this week and I didn't want to forget. Happy birthday to Susan. Happy birthday, sweetheart. Birthday for you is an important day for us because we love you so much. And Sonia's here. Yay. Oh, how is everybody? Oh, Nikki's going to go out and work with Dad in the garden. Please tell your dad, Nikki, that we want to see pictures of that garden. I wouldn't mind seeing them every couple weeks so we can watch the progress because he has a beautiful garden. So that's wonderful. Quilting for the Soul is back. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? So, and Susan, Sonia, it's so good to see you too. Hi, Grand Alexis. Sorry you had a rough week, sweetie. Kathy Klein, hello from Central Illinois. We just had a member move out of Illinois for her retirement, and now we have a new person from Illinois. So that is very nice. Very, very nice. Alexis, yeah. And so this is great to see all of you. Sherry is here. Hi, Sherry. This is great. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, please speak up, Kathy. We would love to have you speaking up. We also have a pretty cool website that you might like to join. It's on Groups.io. And that way we share free patterns, we chat about things, we put photos of our things we're working on, or our gardens or flowers or whatever on. My hair is a mess today. I didn't do a good job with it. I was so busy. In fact, let me see. I've got something down here I found. Hold on. Oh, it's another mask. Okay, hello. Here is our mascot face mask. So I worked last night making my flamingo mask. And here this is. I gotta say, I'm not sure it's the most comfortable mask I have, but I had to come up with something to do with a flamingo. So here's my flamingo mask. And then I don't want you to forget who I am. Hold on. So here's the Deb mask. Yeah. So I got to hold on. My mouth is crooked. There you go. Got to get my mouth on straight. That's really interesting that I can talk and not move my mouth. I'm a ventriloquist. Oh, actually I can there we go. That's pretty cool. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you my masks. So as you can tell, I've had a lot of fun. So, and I thought I'd never get here today. I went to Joann Fabrics and found a new good mask pattern. So if you go to joannfabrics.com, they have free masks that you can print out. Then you can cut out and make it the size you want. The nice thing for me is I have a big head, and I could make it a little bit taller, maybe a little bit wider, but it works really well. So that is going to be my new mask pattern. Before I had the pleated ones that come across here, but this one feels a little more, it holds itself a little bit further away from your face. And while we're talking masks, because everybody should be wearing one, our outbreak around here is crazy. So I use t-shirt fabric for the inside. And let me tell you, t-shirt fabric is wonderful because it's a weave. It keeps more air, germs and stuff from flowing through. Then the outside of my mask is batik. Batik fabric, it has to be real batik. Batik fabric has a tighter weave, has a lot more threads per inch, and so that also helps. So I made Mark, now I've made us 3 each, and I'll probably make another one each for us. I think I'm going to sneeze. Pardon me. So anyway, but this mask is very comfortable, and I like how it has a good nose guard. And I made it a little bit bigger for me. I made it taller, because the one problem so many people have had with masks is when they talk, the nose comes down. So I made it taller. All right. So, hello. What a fast start. What a fast start. So, Bonnie is here, and Jamie's Crafty World. I was just thinking about you the other day, Jamie. I was wondering how your finger was healing, and I noticed we hadn't seen you in a while, and I was worried. I thought, please let her be safe and healthy, and let that finger be healing. So, well, you know what Mark said? This reminded him of the doctors back during the plague used to wear this long, it looked a lot like this, and they would have the nose cone filled with fabric to try to keep germs from getting to them. So I don't know if you've seen any of those old-fashioned. They were scary. They had like a big robe all covering and then this long nose cone. Little scary, but anyway. All right, and I've got some great photos to show you. Your finger's all healed up good, because I thought, what if the super glue didn't work and it fell off? And I was worried. How's the dust? Oh, let me tell you, we could tell when it came through big time. I have not been outside with, I'm not even going out with a mask, because they said masks don't really give you enough protection. And I don't know if, let me see. I'm going to try to show you out our window. The worst has passed. Last night, it was really bad. The sun is out today, and it's not cloudy. That's the effect of the Sahara dust. I hope you can see it, but it's like the sky is milky looking, and if you have a place where you can look at the horizon, you will see a brown, it's like a thin chocolate milk in the sky. So I don't know. Sonia, how was y'all's dust storm? Oh, thank you, Susan. Look at her, still working on her birthday. Is she the best thing or what? But happy birthday, our dear Susan. Gosh, you're so sweet. So I was trying to think of some ideas this week for Susan, and I haven't come up with it yet, but I'm still thinking. So, but I'm curious to see. Doesn't seem too bad. We had a pretty good swath. Mark said last night, he said, you should see the moon. I mean, it is totally, the dust storm is totally out across the moon. But it makes everything look like it's a little darker than normal. And see, it went across the Gulf and then swept back. And we got a nice dense swath of it. So right now, our air quality alert is on until I think about midnight tonight. So hopefully I can be out. So anyway, but it's something else. I'm curious to see. It's supposed to leave a film on your vehicles. Now this happens every year. It just was a really hard one this year, real heavy one. Oh, you've been back to work. Oh, that is so sweet of you, Jamie. And how is our Crystal? So, gosh, we're like a family. Kathleen Ziegler. I can't imagine living with that dust all the time. And but I knew I was going to have to be careful. And they said it wouldn't make you more susceptible to COVID, but if you had COVID and you're out in this, then you'd really be in trouble. So I know. It was sad. Every day we put some grass seed down out front, and every day I'd go out. It was my treasure to go out and water it, and watch it grow. And I said, can't go out there today. So anyway, yesterday I put on a mask, and we couldn't really see it in the air yet. So I put on a mask and sat out there and watered it. But today I'm not even. The moment we saw any signs of it, I said, that's it. I'm not going out. But Mark is feeling so pent up. He went on a motorcycle ride. He doesn't have asthma and allergies like I do. But I have a feeling he's not going to be feeling all that good when he gets home. But I think he thought if he got any grouchier, it was better to be a little sneezy when he gets home than be as grouchy. It's hard. He's finding out exactly how hard it is to stay home all the time. So, okay. Yes, I'm being good. I love you guys too much. I don't want anything to happen. Marcia is here. Marcia sent me a photo of the block she made for me. She started with mine first, which I appreciate because don't tell her, but I always start with my own first because I make my mistakes on the first one. I do better on the other ones. So I want y'all to get the prettiest ones. But Marcia said, boy, that's a complicated block. I found that house block to be a lot harder than I thought it would be. I just had a hard time making everything match up, and finally I had to give up and just make it. So is Pat Fry here? Our poor Pat Fry hurt her back. She's going to be 6 years on July 4th. What a special day. How did you work that out? That is so cool. My first baby, Becky, I was due on October 15th I think October 15th. And by October 29th, I said, if something doesn't happen soon, I'm going to jump off the kitchen table because I am not going to have a Halloween baby. I would not do that to a baby. I want to show you my pen. I think my daughter got me this one, and I just love it. I love it. So much fabric and so little time. That's how I feel today. So, and thank you to Pat Fry. I wanted to have a sewing buddy because I feel the need to do something for myself. I've been doing things for the show, but I haven't taken time for me. And so let me show you what I want to do. It came out free from AQS. And let me see, where's the picture? It's called Dancing Ribbons. I think I can handle that. And here are the paper pieced templates. And what I did is you had to have 18 of them, something like that. Yeah, 18. And so I printed a few sheets because they came just 2 on a page with another part of another template for the corners. And so I printed a few, cut them out, placed them with a little touch of glue on another piece of paper. So now I can just print 3 of these instead of 9, and just took a little bit of time. But anyway, I think Pat said she might try. We'll see how her back does. So I will get together with her. But never worry. I like to think I'm giving you opportunities. Please, no, it doesn't mean you have to do these things. I know you have a busy life. You don't have time to be doing all this. But if you're like me and you're just antsy and you're dying to try something new, oh, sure. Anytime you want it, just give me a holler. But hi, Nadine. Oh my gosh. I got an email, saw Nadine's email on the site too. Some pictures where she's got watermelon in her kitty and a cute float in her pool. I can't wait to share them with you today. So, man, we got all the bestest people in here. I just love it. Thank you so much. So anyway, but I was going to tell Miss Klein too. Where is Miss Klein? I saw her earlier. But just drop us an email if you'd like to think about joining our group. And we have a lot of fun. And in fact, Gran found out it's very easy to put plenty of pictures, and we encourage you to do so because we love everything you want to share with us. And I will show them on our Sunday stream if you tell me, Deb, I'm just sharing this with the group, I'd rather not put it on the stream, then I won't show it. But otherwise, I just love this. I hope I haven't, I tried, recently someone said, this is not for the regular thing. And I hope I remembered, but I will try very hard to remember. So anyway, okay, I'll start out with a couple little things. This is just to show you, I showed you that I had finished this last week, but I needed to take some floss and do a blanket stitch around the edge. So see what I just wanted to finish it off with a nice rustic stitch around the edge. So this is all done and ready to be hung up, probably upstairs in my frame room, because it makes me happy. So then, I have been trying not to order stuff. Trying my best not to order stuff. But Pineapple Fabrics. What's the matter? What's the matter with Pat? Did I see? Uh-oh. Oh, that's unusual. I wonder what that's about. Well, Pat, we're good. We're so good. I wasn't even sure if that was you, but yeah. But anyway, Pat, let me know if you have any questions or problems with that, anything at all, okay? Now, I'm trying not to buy anything. Pineapple Fabric comes out with these emails. You get them just about every day, and some days they have these $3.99 specials. I saw this one, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to be good, but I'm not a saint. Look at this gorgeous fabric. It's the Fossil Fern line. And let me see who the maker of the Fossil Fern. Fossil Ferns by Patricia Campbell and Michelle Jack for Bernatax. So I love the Fossil Ferns. When I made the butterfly quilt, I used Fossil Ferns. I had bought charm packs, and I love the Fossil Ferns. You'll actually see pictures of ferns and things. Now, this is supposed to look like batik, but don't forget, batiks, the dye comes all the way through the fabric. If it's a print, the back is noticeably different than the front. See what a difference that is? So this might look like a batik. And it's important to know the difference because batiks handle differently. Like you would not want to hand quilt a batik. It's just much higher thread count. It's so much harder to do. So this looks like a batik, but I told Mark, now I don't know, y'all can tell me what you think, but I said since I ended up getting 3 yards of it, but I thought that was restrained. One fabric, 3 yards, I'm thinking, wouldn't it be cool to have a quilt where this is the background and maybe I used black or navy blue or dark purple as if I made like blocks. So this would be the background, and I'd use a real deep dark color for whatever pattern I was going to put on it. So I'm still kind of toying with that, but that's so beautiful. I had to have it. I just had to. So, but yeah, and this I forgot and left this on my chair. This was upstairs when I had put in a Joann Fabrics order. They had this black Kona black for $4.99 a yard, and I got some because I'm always using black, and I had run out. All I had was a little scrap left, and I used it a lot. So, pardon me. All these fabrics, I think, are making me allergic. So, oh, thank you. Oh, that sounds very nice. So, and Bonnie sounds like she's having so much fun in her new home, in her new state. Yeah, I saw some black fabric the other day. It was a double dyed black, and it was like $7.99, which it's gonna, or $9.99. It's gonna be more expensive because it's dyed twice, but it's such a deep, rich black. I would have liked that, but I said, I got my cheap black. You know, it's funny calling Kona the cheap one because Kona used to be, oh, I want some Kona fabric. We're so funny. All right. So I know what I've learned, especially when I used to be able to go to the Pineapple Fabric sale, is get your basics. Get your whites, off-whites, tans, grays, blacks. Buy yards of that. That's really great to try to buy there by the pound, the flat goods sale. And if you have your basics, then that's good to just keep around. Oh no, I just realized it's raining, and it's raining pretty hard, and Mark just slept on his motorcycle. So he might be back soon. Poor guy, he really needed a ride. So, but you know what's nice is hopefully this rain will bring down some of that dust. But anyway, okay. So tomorrow we're going to start to chop down that tree. If you remember 2 weeks ago, we had a huge branch come down right on top of my chicken coop. So I called and asked for bids from 8 or 9 people, and I think we heard back from 4. And I was honest to describe exactly what it would be like, what it would entail. And I think some people went, nah, don't need it. So it's going to be expensive, but that's why we saved our money. And, you know, life happens. So anyway, but I'm going to be a nervous wreck because these men are going to have to climb up. I thought it was a 60-foot oak, but Mark said 2 of the estimators said it was 80 feet. So it's a big, big tree. It rained, it didn't get done. I'm sorry. And, oh, good. Yeah, there you go, Jamie. I like that. Yes, I do have some. That would be good for me to drink water because I think I got dust or something in my throat. Oh, it is raining so hard. I hope Mark took his raincoat. If you've ever seen motorcyclists will wait under an overpass when it's raining really hard. We got the camper back home. It's running good. That's good. Now if we get this tree down. Yeah, we've had a lot more rain. It's like feast or famine. But Nadine, I loved your flowers. I saw some what looked like lupin. We call them lupin, Lupine. And then I think I saw what might have been delphiniums. You have some gorgeous flowers. And I love the way you put them in the galvanized tubs. You are so creative. Hi, Cheryl. It is so nice. The whole gang is here today. That is wonderful. Well, anybody that happened, let me get a tissue too. Pardon me a second, because something got to me, I tell you. But anybody who was watching Thursday night, I got, I, when you're working on a project, and I took this envelope and I wrote down all the things that were wrong with my self-portrait, because you have to stand back and look. And some of the things weren't really my fault. When I went to use the ink tints, it ran too much and then it would cause a darker smudge. And the face kind of looked nice, but it wasn't me. So I told y'all probably what I would end up doing. And sure enough, I took it off. I cut it out and put new fabric behind it. And this time I kind of cheated, but I can't afford to spend but so much time on this. So I put it on a light box. I put this photo on a light box and tried my best to draw the basic registration points. Here is what the photo looked like as of Thursday. And she's pretty, but it's not me. And so I want everybody to know, oh, that's me. So what I have done is went back to basics with this, because last time I just drew, I folded the paper and then I just drew what I saw. This time I tried to get the registration, but it's still not quite right. My eyes are off, but I'll work on that. At least now I've got something to a good place to start. I've done the hard thing. It's so funny. The hardest part is cutting out that old face and then starting again. I hate doing something twice. But if I can do a good self-portrait, that's going to be something I'll treasure for a long time. I've never done a self-portrait, so it'll be fun. So anyway, I at least gave myself a fighting chance by using the light box. So anyway. Mark would never ride without it. He rides in leathers and a helmet, and he's put all these safety features on his bike, lights that blink when he pushes on the brake. Don't tell him, but we've lost about 6 motorcyclists in the last couple months. And most of the time, it's because they were driving too fast or being reckless. But there were times that somebody ran a light and ran right into him. So it always makes me nervous. But you know what? He's got to have something that he loves too. So, oh, no, you wouldn't, Bonnie. In fact, we're going to want to see a picture of Bonnie in her new haircut. She went in for one of those safe haircuts where everybody wears masks and stuff. Still made me a little nervous because I love my Bonnie, but I thought, she's a smart woman, Deb. You got to let her do her thing. And I don't think your state's having nearly the bad time that we are. So, Bonnie's so funny. Yeah, I love the eyes on the first one. The shame is they weren't mine. You know what? You better watch it, Jody. I cut out the face with the eyes, and I remembered you saying, how'd you do those eyes? And I thought, I'm going to put them in an envelope and send them to her. So, oh no. That was bad. Blew right through. But anyway, don't forget, we have our contest today, and I have 2 winners, or two contestants, Jody and Sherry. And Sherry Hogan. Sherry Hogan and Jody. Was there anybody else who finished? Oh, Marsha, I think you finished a mask too. I got to find Marsha's picture. I forgot that. And I'm not going to tell you who did what, and you're going to vote for your favorite, okay? So hold on one second. Oh, boy, I sure hope I didn't get rid of that picture Marsha sent. That just dawned on me. Oh, maybe I found it. Let me see. Aha. Okay. All right. I'm save this one. And was there one more? I'm trying to remember. Hold on one second. I don't want to make a mistake and miss one contestant. So, all right, I think I got it. And if I forgot, Miss Marcia, I apologize. If there was one more I missed, I apologize. Okay, well, this is great. So now that I have that, pardon me for, I just realized, ooh, Marcia did send me one. All right. So we will show, let's go ahead and show those now. Let's go ahead and show the contestants. And Susan, maybe Bonnie could even help. We're going to ask for people to vote for number one, number two, or number three. Or let's do ABC. A, B, C. So I'm going to show the three masks, and people are going to vote. And I'm not going to tell you who made what. And if Susan and Bonnie can count and decide who the winner is, then I will award the winner to, does Kathleen have to go, sweetheart? All right. Take care, hon. We'll miss you. We'll miss you, darling. Okay. Oh, good job. Okay. All right. Good seeing you, Kathleen. All right. Here we go. Let's look at the photos. Okay. And I'm going to have to be careful how I show them because I want to make sure you don't see any name. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Facemask Competition. All right. Are we ready? The first face mask is this one. Now, this face mask was made out of black and white fabric that has been painted and then embellished. So they painted it, then they embellished it with glow-in-the-dark paint. That's it glowing in the dark. Whoops. Gotta turn this. I'm sorry. Let me go back because this is important. Each of you watching gets to vote. So here's the finished mask. And here is the glow-in-the-dark thread painting that was done on it. And it's actually glowing in the dark. I love that. Here is the face mask right here. And this is the original fabric. And here it is now that it's been embellished and thread painted with glow in the dark. All right. Here is another contestant who did a crocheted face mask. And as you can see, it's multi-layered to provide safety. Okay. And this is the last face mask contestant. And this person put a furry spider on their face mask. See the little eyes? And yes, it has 8 legs. That is officially a spider. Let me see. I thought there was another one. Hold on a second. Hold on. Yes, there is a second one. This just shows it a little closer. So those are the face mask contestants. So we will have the spider is letter C. The crochet is letter B. And the multicolored with glow in the dark is A. So now what I want you to do is to vote, and Susan and Bonnie will count the votes, A, B, or C. Okay, A, B, or C. And everybody that's here watching gets to vote. Everybody gets to vote. Just put A, B, or C. And the winner is going to get a gift certificate. Yep, even if you made it. And I want to vote. I'm voting for C, although I love all of them. It's so hard to pick. So everybody vote. Everybody watching gets to vote to see who the winner of the face mask contest is. Nadine, you're so cute. You're so cute. Grand wants C. I don't know if Pat Fry voted. Oh, here's some up here. Let me see. Oh, thank you for my necklace. I actually, this was one of the ones I bought on eBay from China, and it's beautiful. It's just like buttons and stuff, and it's fun. Okay, so do we have a winner? Hi, Michelle Lang. Oh, no problem. Oh, I want Michelle to get to vote. Michelle, did you happen to see the 3 masked contestants? Kathy Klein said A. You know, okay, hold on a second. I want Michelle to be able to vote. I'm so glad you got to take a nap. How nice is that? Okay, I'll go back to, hold on just a second. This is choice number A. This mask was made out of black and white fabric that was painted and then thread painted with glow in the dark thread. That's it, glowing in the dark. And then here is the mask being worn by someone's husband. And here is the fabric ahead, and here is the fabric now with the embellishments on it. All right. Then we have mask B, which is multi-layers of crochet, beautiful red and white or silver crochet. And mask C, which has a Halloween theme and a furry spider on it. So that is choice C. So A, B, or C. And then I'm not telling anybody who made what, and I'll tell you afterwards. But that way you get to vote for who gets the gift certificate, A, B, or C. Whoops, let me close everything out. Okay, so aren't they fun? I love them. Only one vote. All right. So she's picking A. And hold on just a second here. Okay. I'm going to make a fool of myself for my Michelle because you know I love my Michelle. I'm not a contestant. I'm just crazy. And here is my face mask. And it's a flamingo beak. But anyway. And I'm just doing it for fun. Don't vote for me. And then, so people will know it's me when I wear my mask. Here we go. It's me. And then I have one more. And this is so I can do PR when I'm wearing my mask. There we go. All right. This was great fun. All right, so I think it's looking like, hi, did everybody get their vote done? Good. Good job, Kirsten Cook. This is great. Well, I think we all know who the winner is. Does everybody know? And it's a good thing she just came on. The winner is, drum roll please, it is Cheryl Hogan. That's our winner. Number 2 was our Jody with the spider, because you know she's got a wicked good sense of humor. And number 3 is our dear Marcia, who did a great job with that. So, what do you think? There we go. So I will write an email to Cheryl Hogan and see where she would like, what shop she would like her gift certificate from. And that was, oh, did you have a vote? I think oh, Cheryl, you had to vote for yourself. So yeah, you just, congratulations to Jody. Congratulations to Marcia for entering. Y'all are so brave. And thank you. So, and everybody got a chance to vote. Thank you. It was wonderful. So just remember, we have to wear masks to keep ourselves safe, but mostly keep others safe. And we can have a little fun with them. Now, let's be honest. I'm not going to wear this one anywhere. This was just for y'all. I just wanted to make y'all laugh. But you know what? I just may wear this one out, especially if, you know, I'm out and about where people sew or like to quilt. But, and the one with my face, well, at least they can see I'm smiling. So that part's nice. But congratulations, ladies. You're the best. I love your senses of humor. I love your creativity. Congratulations, and I will get in touch with my Miss Cheryl. So way to go, you guys. Way to go. All right. And Jody, were you, I don't know. Yeah, Jody was on. Okay. So she saw that. All right. I know what I was going to do. I want to show you, I was going to show you a paper piecing demo. I will do that next week because I forgot to grab the fabrics. And it's real hard to do paper piecing without the fabrics. So, you know what? I just might put that on just long enough to see the people at Pineapple Fabrics reaction. Who knows when they'll have an actual in-person sale. I told about a month and a half ago, I told Diana Wright, maybe it was almost 2 months ago, we only had 85 cases in our county and 5 deaths. We now have nearly 3,000 cases and 35 deaths. So I'm staying home. It is very scary. We are out of control. My daughter, we were talking about it, and we saw people in the suburbs having big cookouts and probably graduation parties with lots of cars and lots of people. And now we've got this huge outbreak. You can't do that, people. So please be safe, because I really care so much about you. All right. Oh, did Quilting for the Soul have to leave? Take care, and thank you for joining us again. So I think what I'm going to do now is bring the camera over, and I've got a bunch of funny ideas to try for us to work on the painting decorate fabric. Okay, so hold on just a second. Let me turn this here and grab a couple little things. All right. Here I go. Get my iron out of the way. And I was really thinking about it. How can I show them? All right, in my heavy duty pounder. And a bunch of flowers from the garden. These are all real. I'm going to try all kinds of things today. I picked this. This is like a mimosa tree, but unfortunately, when it gets cut off from a water source, it closed up. Well, I don't know how I'm going to use it if it's closed up, but I do have some ferns. So let me get all the things that I want to use. Some fabric markers. All right. Hold on, guys. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. I didn't need some of this. I'll put him over there. All right. Last week we tried decorating fabric. One thing we found was that it was hard for the Dynaflow regular dyes to show up, okay? So it was really hard to make the Dynaflow show up. So I'm going to try something different today. I did bring over markers, because don't forget, you can use wonderful markers. And, okay, now I need just a couple little things here. All right. Let me, whoops. All right, let me get my brushes set up here. All right. Got my scissors, put this here, heat gun there. The first thing that I'm going to do is try, I don't know if any of you have heard of this, but it's called flour pounding. And it can be an interesting way to decorate fabric. So let me make some room for myself here. I've got a nice piece of white fabric. I'm going to put a piece of paper toweling underneath of it to catch any extra. And I have an acrylic sheet. It's not too heavy, not too thick, but I am pounding on my ironing surface. So I don't want, that ironing surface would make it a little soft, and I'm afraid I wouldn't get a good pounding. Now, what I'm going to do, I'll use this later for something else. I'm going to show you what flowers I have. Oh, what's going on with Cheryl? Oh, sorry. Oh, please let us know. Okay. Now, I'm going to take, look at this beautiful impatient leaf. And let me pull my lamp over here too. Okay, so I'm going to place that down on the fabric. I'll place these. I'm not sure I'm going to get a lot of color from these. Okay. Here, some pink begonia leaves. I'll take one of these, place it down. Here are some fuchsia blossoms from my hanging basket outside. So I'll lay these down. And lay the color that you want the most. Lay that touching the fabric, okay? And then petunias are wonderful with this. So this is a nice bright fuchsia, and you place that face down. Then I've got some more impatient blooms. I'm going to try this. I've never tried a caladium leaf before, but I'm curious to see how that does. I took the heavy stem off of it because I don't want the stem to get in the way of the pounding. Okay. Put another petunia there. Spread the petals out. I'm going to try, this is some lantana. I'm going to try it, but I'm not too sure it's going to work very good. Oh, here's a nice orange impatient. I think I will try that one. Oh, look at that fuchsia impatient. All right. So, another petunia blossom. All right. Now, let me try one thing real quick. I wanted to get some protective paper cloth over it. Ah, here we go. All right. This is some protective paper that I've gotten off of a fusible interfacing. And you just pound it. I'm using a rubber mallet. I don't want to tear the paper or destroy the bloom. I just want to get the color out of the bloom and onto the fabric. The fabric I'm trying to get it on has been washed to get any sizing or stiffening out of it so that the color will better go into the fabric. Okay, now let's see. I know you don't like all this banging, do you, sweetie? I know. Why is Mama banging? Ooh, looks like these fuchsia blooms are going to be right pretty. Whew, my arm's getting tired. I've been holding that glass of water too long. That was for Cheryl's benefit. All right, now let's see what I end up with. Okay. Well, the caladium did not work out very good. It the cellular structure is too firm to release the colors out. Okay, here are, let me show you the, oh, it's a good thing I put the paper towel down there. All right, so here is what we have. I got just a little bit out. I got just a little bit out of the lantana, just a little. And you're worried about the balloon. And then the Impatiens did really well. The fuchsia released a lot of purple. That's awesome. That's all that's left of that poor little fuchsia bloom. So here are, now I would let this dry, then brush off any plant material, iron it, and I would try to use it in something that does not have to be washed. But I love this experiment. I should have done a little more pounding on the petunia because this one didn't come through good enough. But I did get a lot of good color, especially those fuchsia blooms did beautifully. Let me try something just a moment more. I want to get a clearer petunia because in the past, petunias have done really well for me. So let me see if I can get a better result here. I actually love what's on the paper. That's the prettiest. All right, so let me put this petunia bloom down. And I'm going to just try to do a little more firmly and right in place better. I think the key is keeping it still and pounding a little more. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that did come out better. And what I have seen people do when they have the flowers on the fabric, I'm going to knock a bunch of things on the floor. Hold on. I have seen people come back with permanent pins and draw around the flowers like this. Oops, I'm sorry. I was out of camera range. But I have seen people come and draw around them to kind of give them life. And like for the impatient blooms here. So there are a lot of ways that you can embellish and you could use that just to give you color, and then you can draw your own flower shapes around them. So, all right. That'll give you something there to think about. And I would wait until this is dry and then try to do something really interesting with that. So that is our experiment with flowers, and I've got some saved, so after I'm done today, I could do a few more. All right, let me get rid of this. All right. But don't use caladium leaves. Leave those in the garden. All right, now, I don't need the pounding sheet anymore. Whoops. Okay. I love using this piece of poster board to do my work on, especially keeping the yellow side up. I want to try to use some acrylics this time. All right. What I'm going to do is get my leaves. I love ferns. Ferns are so versatile. Everyone loves ferns. This time, I found a wooden brayer, but I didn't want to I use this with my clays, and I didn't want to mess that up, so Mark wrapped it in packing tape for me so that I could roll it on the paints and still use it. So I'm going to come back to the fabric I had last time, which is this wonderful written, because I'm still interested in making a journal. Everyone loves journals now. And if I could make a journal cover, I would think that would be wonderful. So what I'm going to do, lay this here. I'm going to take the top off of this fern. I'm going to reuse this protective paper that I used last time. And I'm going to put a little bit of this pretty color paint. Okay. Then I'm going to take and load up my brayer. Then I'm going to find the back side of the fern because that has a little more definition than the front side. Let me put a little bit more paint because last week everything I did had too little paint. So, oops, pardon me. Now, we put a little bit more. Okay. All right, and don't forget, I'm still going to show pictures. Everybody sent in a lot of great pictures. All right. All right, so now let's see how this worked. I'm going to pick a place like right here to lay this. Then lay a paper towel over it. Press it evenly. And we'll see how it came out. I'm hoping using a thicker paint will work better. So let's see. Carefully lift it straight up. I think it needs even more paint. I'm going to try a different color this time. We're still experimenting. And while I've got this, I'm going to grab some of my stamps and roll paint on the stamps. Ah, that came out really good. All right, now I'm going to re-roll this branch and really put the paint on this because I want it to show more. And you know, acrylic paints are pretty cheap, especially if you buy them on sale at Michael's or wherever. Let's see if this one comes out better. Ah, that came out really good. And what now? I'm going to go for an even bolder color. And I'm going to use some bright yellow. And let me get this new fern. Okay. I love how the yellow with some of the blue still on there made a really unique green. Okay, now I'm going to press that down. Oh, cool. So now, you see what I've got here? I've got the blue, the yellow, the green. Now, I think I'm going to try some white. Now, if I wanted to take more time, I could get a clean palette every time. Although I want to use some of this. Hold on. I'm going to get some of this green. I'm sorry, my camera thing keeps settling down. I'm going to put this here. But while I've got some of the paints, so, okay. Now, I'm going to load up the brayer. All right. Now, I wonder what this would be like if I put it on top of the blue one. Did kind of a double layering effect. Oh, that's cool. I really like that. I'm not sure. Let me get my little lamp. I'm not sure if you can see this good enough, but let me get this in here. Whoops. Let me see if you can see this. But you can see the green one, the blue one with the yellowy on top of it. Whoops. I even thought I could take like a fabric marker and take a permanent. I'm having a lot of trouble. I might not be able to do this. This is really giving away. But I could take a fabric marker and do my own writing on it too. And then let me do a couple more things. And I'll come up, see if I can come up with some new, but I love the ferns on this. The ferns are so pretty. Okay, let me get this out of the way. Let me grab a few more stamps. I'm going to use some of this metallic, the Dynaflow metallic, and see how it will do if I put it on a sponge brush. If I put it on a sponge brush and then paint it across the stamp. All right, I'll put it right here. Let me get my paper towel. Oh, that came out really good. All right. Now I am going to put the metallic turquoise on there. I found a stamp with little letters. Whoops, ABCs. So I'm going to try to paint that across. All right. And I'm going to put this one right here. That looks really good. I'm going to keep doing this because the metallic paints are coming out really good. Let me show you. Okay. All right. All I do is I put some of this metallic paint. See, it's thicker. So I put it on the foam brush and then just lightly go across the stamp with it until it's pretty covered like this. And then I'll drop it down. Let me get my paper towel. I use a paper towel because these paints sometimes get on my hand. Yay. Okay. Now, let's try a metallic red. So I'm thinking this is going to be a keeper. Last time I couldn't get a strong enough. Oh, this is a cool looking. And I'm not even bothering to clean my brush up in between. Whatever comes out on it, good enough for me. All right. This one I'll put right here. Oh, that came out really good. I'm on a roll, ladies. I'm on a roll. All right. Oh, you know what? I'm going to try some. Let me try some. And the metallics, these are the metallics. So they're thicker than the regular Dynaflow. I'm going to put them on this side this time. And I just put that much on. And then I pick up a stamp and I just rub it around. Here's some purple for Susan. All right. And I'll put it right here. Let's see if I can get a purple for Susan. Woo, pretty. I'll do a second purple. Got to give her a lot of purple there. And I just rub it around on the stamp. Dab it, make sure it sits on the top. And see, you don't even have to have a brayer when you do this way. I am loving this. So this was a cheap little pack of stamps on sale. And I'm loving these metallics. I'm going to keep doing, here's a magenta. This might look really pretty. Pearlescent magenta, it might be pretty on top of that purple. Whoops, take it off that. Don't want to accidentally hit the brush on it. And you just kind of dab, dab, dab down on the top so it sits on top. And then, there we go. So this is working really good. I like it, like it, like it. Oh, pearlescent emerald. And you know, now there's another thing I want to try. I don't know how it's going to work. Ooh, I have an idea. Okay, here's the paint. Now, I've been forgetting to put the tops on my paint. Don't want to do that. All right, I had one further idea I wanted to try. Let me plug this in. And if it catches on fire, just please call 911. Let me, hold on. Okay. I'm going to take, whoops, I've got a heat gun. I told you I'll try anything. And what I'm going to do right here, guess I'll try. I thought I would see if I can emboss this a little bit. All right. So what I need to do now is pour the extra back in the container. I'm using the metallic inks as a wet surface to hold on to the embossing powder. Oops. I know what. I'll put it right into this pan, and that way I can put the rest away later. Okay. So now I don't know how this is going to work, but I love experimenting. And without setting the fabric on fire, I'm going to see if I can emboss it. Oh, it's working, guys. Haha. I never tried embossing fabric before. You see it bubbling? Oh my gosh. It worked. Look at that. I've got a silver heart. It embossed. So now, okay, now I'm excited. Hold on. Just hold on. We got more things to do. I've got copper, white, and gold. So, okay, hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Let's try this color. This would be so cool to have an embossed fabric. This is so cool. Okay, so I'm going to put the paint on the stamp. Come over here, stamp it right here. And this doesn't have to be my finished piece. It can be what happens if you do this? Now I'm going to take and open the copper embossing powder. Okay. Now let me grab an envelope to put the embossing powder in. Because I can't put it in the pan, that already has my silver embossing. So I don't know if any of you used to do scrapbooking. I didn't, but I just love the idea of embossing powder, so I got it. All right, are we ready? Let's see what we can do. Let's watch this. In fact, let me see if I can turn the light on over it, and you can watch it heat up. There it goes. When it turns shiny, it's melting. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. Are you able to see it very good? But look at that. Oh. Look at these. I love it. Okay. I'm going to do one more. Let's see. Oh, this is a beautiful one. Okay, I'm going to do this one with a pearly white embossing powder. So what color? I don't want to lose these. I'm going to do this Sunset Gold Dyna. I'm going to do the Sunset Gold Dynametallics. And remember, the reason I'm using those is because they're thicker. So I'm going to have Mark help me with this camera. I apologize. This is frustrating. Okay. So I'm putting some of that gold, and then I'm going to rub it on the stamp pretty good. And then I'll put it right here. And then I will quickly put some of the white embossing powder All right. Let me grab another envelope. All right, now let's try and see what this comes up looking like. And it's this one right here. So any of you that used to do scrapbooking, you can combine your two hobbies into one. But to do a journal, wouldn't it be awesome to have a textural as well as color on something like this? So here, right there, can you see that shininess? So that is really awesome. I think we have success today. I think we did a pretty good job today of finding ways to embellish our fabrics that give it just a little pizzazz. I love the metallic look of that. And if you want to, this was just a thick painted heart with the metallic put on. So the thicker you put the paint, the more embellishment, and you can feel it. It's kind of raised. So, and then get a fabric marker and write on it. So you can take and put a piece of muslin on this, and let me put my brushes real quick in the pen and the water so I don't ruin them. But then I would put a piece of muslin over it and press it really good, and it should help make sure that everything is set. I don't know what it'll do to the embossing stuff, so be careful over the embossed, although that embossing gun is hotter than anything. I'm missing a lid off of one of my little bottles, so I'll have to find it as soon as we're done here. I don't know where it is. Okay, but I'll put it there with them. Wow, well that was interesting. So the acrylics do work good. The stamps are amazing. I love, and these are just inexpensive stamps. And I think, let me see if I can do a better picture. Oh, here, I found the paint that didn't have a lid right here. I don't want, these dry so fast that you can't leave the lid off. Okay, let me unplug my heat gun. So I told Jody this week that I would make a video of me doing the new face on my self-portrait quilt. So I will do that. So today we've done a couple things. We did let me pull these back out. We did some flour pounding. And as you can see, when it dries, it gets a little bit lighter. So pick a flour that is in the morning when it's full of moisture. Pick a flower that the cells break apart easily, but not so easily that it just turns into a blob, because it's nice if it holds some of that flower shape. Then think about using ink tints or the permanent micron pens, something like a permanent micron, to edge it, give it a little definition. And I think that could be something really nice. But I tell you what, the most fun today was using better quality paints. And you know what might be really good is to go, if you go to whenever you can go back to a craft store and get silk, ginkgo flower, leaves, get some of those things that are really hardy that you can do pressings off of. And just remember, use something a little thicker. You're not using that much paint, so it's not going to make it too horribly stiff. If you were going to use a lot of paint, then that might be tricky. But I love the embossing. I mean, how cool. That came out so good. Let me see. I'm trying to get it to show you some of the glitter, but it's amazing. So I like this. I can see a journal cover in my future. And you can use things like keys to make the imprint, paint on the key, press it down, anything that will leave an interesting imprint. If you want to then get in here with a few beads to embellish, or crystals, or just stitches, I could go over where I wrote Love Nana and use that and do stitches over it. So I just think it's kind of neat. So, and it might be a good present for Christmas, but I like it. I like some of the stuff we tried on it. And now it makes me want to experiment all the more. You can make your own unique fabric by just thinking outside the box and using anything that would be permanent on fabric. So I think now I can maybe say hi to y'all. So I don't know if you just heard. Yes, you did hear. You did hear. Mark's home, and I'm always glad to see him home safely. I have a feeling he's going to come in like a wet hen. Not mad, though, just wet. Susan, we are so tickled for your birthday. Ooh, I'm feeling a little bit of embossing powder on this. I will be cleaning up my ironing board before I iron again, or else I'm going to have an embossed ironing board. So, Susan, we wish you a very happy birthday. 29 sure looks good on you, hon. So, pictures, Grand. I think Grand is younger than we are, and boy, it's good to have her around because she's sharp, let me tell you. All right, let's go look at some pictures real quick, because I think you're going to like some of these. All right. I tell you what, Diana Wright keeps me busy hopping on pictures, let me tell you. All right, here we go. I have to turn this so you don't see my ceiling light. All right, here we go. Let's see what we've got, because we've got some good ones. I tell you what, if Nadine's house and enjoying some of her things. Okay, here we go. We were lucky. They're not fully in the order. I'll see if I can remember how Alexis had these lined up. So, now we'll be able to see them. She does a drawing, and this is her Hellbat. It's part of Transformers. And then she gets that. She puts that on the fabric so that and this is her velvet. It's her favorite character. And I just want you to see the intricate work she does with this beautiful locket. Look at that gorgeous ribbon. Look at all those tiny little seed pearls. Look at all of this. She said she has some tulle in here, and in all of the stitching, she puts a lot of work. I love the charm she has around the edge. And see, that to me is fun. When you make something that you create and you put a lot of yourself in it. What a great thing. All right, let's see what else. So she was showing us the steps and how she creates it. Look at those tiny little stitches and beads. So it's a lot of exacting work, and I'm just really tickled. I think if you have hobbies, you will live a happier life. And creating is something that's so good for the soul. But thank you for taking all of these, Alexis, because it really lets us see everything that goes into making one of your artworks. So, because that's a lot of work. I'm sorry they went out of order. I copied them all, but they didn't stay in order. So now let's see. Miss Bonnie's been busy, and here's Miss Bonnie's block. She's so brave. She just moved a couple weeks ago, and here she is, all of a sudden having to make blocks. And I love her beautiful pink house. And then she went to the Japanese hibachi restaurant, and there was a koi pond and a pagoda in it. That's beautiful. And then she gave a machine to her friend Teresa, who sent her a picture proving to her that yes, she is sewing on it. Oh, here we go. Here's a much bigger picture of the koi pond and the hibachi and the pagoda at the too many Japanese words, hibachi restaurant. And this is her new home, that beautiful antique sewing machine, and the quilt we made her on the wall, and a great walking stick. I love that. And then she has her stuff in her room, and she's going to soon have some bookcases for all of it. But that was a lot of stuff to move, and I think she did a brilliant job of organizing her move. So way to go, Miss Bonnie. All right, let's see who else. Cheryl Lemon. I tell you what, she almost had me wake up Mark. I was reading her Mark with my laptop, and when I saw all of these curved blocks she made, I said, oh my, out loud, and I was worried I was going to wake him. But look at this. Look at this creativity. Look at the tree and the dog and the bird, and I just love this. I love the choices of fabric. I love the fun. So way to go, Miss Cheryl. I had to write her right then. I said, I got to let you know that was amazing work. And I'm just so, so proud of her. So here is, I don't have many pictures for you myself, but here's my Russell. His other grandma sent me this picture from her house the other day. She lives right there, so she gets to see him all the time, and she must have been babysitting him. And he is now, I think, 15 months old, and just a beautiful little boy. Boy, I miss him. Okay, so now let's see. Diana Wright. Oh, she's got so much going on. Let's see all of it. So here is a beautiful Edita Sitar quilt she sold, and the hanger was welded by Marty, her husband. So very talented couple, wouldn't you say? But congratulations on the sale. Then she made homemade tortillas. I guess if you live in Texas, you know how to make tortillas, and I bet you they are delicious made by hand. Mark used to live in Texas, and he's the one that introduced me to Mexican food, and now it's one of my favorites. These, I think, are hot dog buns she made. This girl's been cooking, and in Texas. They live right beside a cattle farm. They have a huge farm themselves, but she was showing this spring's calves are growing up. And this is an herb garden that her husband made for her so she can grow right there. Because, in Texas, it's hot and dry, so that way she can keep them well watered. I'm not sure what this one is, but then she tried making some cushion covers, chair seat covers, and cushions, because they're getting a pool put in, and she is dressing up her deck to enjoy it from, or her porch. It's under an overhang. This is a pillow she made. She did a beautiful job on. She said, this is the best part of her quilting. It's when you reach the end of the quilt. Isn't that amazing? This girl's so talented. Beautiful work. And that was something I think she made to go in the tortillas. I can't swear to it, but I love the colors. There's the end of that quilt, which is another Edita sitar. Her and Nadine love Miss Edita, and I can see why. It's just beautiful. This, I think, was toppings for the tortillas. I love it. Oh, and I think that was her homemade butter. Then she's been painting furniture, getting everything spiffed up, and she has put Marty on warning. Do not come in this house with that red dirt on your feet. And I love she's got this orange zipper in that cushion. Works for me. I love it. And here's a close-up of her quilting. It is so, so gorgeous. There's another table she painted for out on the under the overhang. The back of the pillow she made. Another of that Tree of Life quilt. She put a zipper in the pillow covering. I don't know how. I can't. My brain can't figure out how to do that. So I'm going to trust that she knows how. And if I ever need one, I'll come to her. Here are her herb pots, and she said she's got, I think it was basil that's just starting to come up. It's so exciting to watch seeds come up. Here's how she did that zipper cover. And that right there is not enough to help me figure it out. And then here is the final Tree of Life quilt. So beautiful. Here was her Alaska quilt on the frame. She got some new batting. She went to Linda's Electric Quilters in Texas. So beautiful work, sweetheart. That is just so pretty. Then she even made a bowl cover for her KitchenAid mixer. I think that's pretty cool. All right. Thank you, Miss Diana, for all those wonderful pictures. Let's see who is next. Diane 57's beautiful block that I love showing because it has a chimney, and how cool is that? I love it when you guys show us something unique, something different, something creative. Y'all are something else. And we'll show you again the winner of our face mask competition is Miss Cheryl Hogan. And I think Mr. Hogan should get a little kudos for being the male model. And then that was Marsha's and Jody's. I just think that is so funny. I love that thing. I love that. Okay, let's check back one more time. You know Jody, don't forget, Jody is our great quilter with humor, and she's wonderful. So thank you, Miss Jody. All right, now let's see. Landscape fabrics. Nadine, oh my gosh. If you want to see pictures that look like something out of a magazine, I kept all of her photos because they're so cool. I'll start at this one since I showed you the rest before. But this is her new pond. I mean, that is huge. Isn't that wonderful? Gosh, she's got such a beautiful place. Such a beautiful place. Now, let's see. She was doing powder, some kind of powder paint on her windows. Look at this scene right out of a Southern Living magazine. Isn't that gorgeous? Her kitty on her porch. I love her kitty. That's a happy cat. Oops. Well, I'm missing. So let me go back. I can't miss hers. So let's see. She sent a picture with a float. Oh, don't tell me it didn't come through. I don't. Here it is. Here it is. Look at this. That's where I want to be right now. It's like, excuse me, guys. I got to go. I've got a charming little cottage in Germany with the most beautiful garden and pool waiting for me. And it's calling my name. I can hear it. And then let's go back. And there's one more of her gorgeous porch. I don't know if you remember, she built this porch last year. And it is just Beautiful. Ah, that is gorgeous. So they have done a wonderful job on their home, and it is magical, just magical. And there was one picture that I loved, this one, because just after they finish the pool and they're grilling out dinner right on the grill. That's wonderful. So enjoy, sweetheart. That's just perfect. They've worked very hard for that. Understand, Nadine, they do this work themselves. Oh, and soon I'll be able to show you Miss, I don't think I have anything. Let me see. Patricia Fry. I do have something new for Miss Patricia. She hurt her back, but she's not one, she's a former nurse. She's not one to just sit around. So here, look at this great cross stitch that she's been doing because unfortunately she's been immobile. But isn't that wonderful? I love that. Good job. And I know quite a few of you like to do cross stitch too. So it's always good to see that. Oh, wait a minute. I've got something else to show you. I've got something right here. If you want to ooh and ah, look at what Sonia has been working on. And this is a log cabin, a curved log cabin. And it is beautiful. I can't imagine how many pieces that quilt has in it. But it is gorgeous. Done in lights, mediums, and darks. Isn't that beautiful? Miss Sonia does amazing, amazing work. Oh, and don't forget, that was her Jenny Beyer. And then one more shot of her curved log cabin. Isn't that amazing? Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Well, thank you so much for sending in those photos. That was wonderful, and I appreciate it very much because it inspires me. I know it inspires all of you, and it's fun. It's fun to see what people do. So, well, thank you for letting me experiment with fabric with you today. And congratulations to all the entrants in our face mask contest. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do next Sunday. One of these Sundays, I'm going to be in the garage dyeing. And I guess I'll do a show while I'm dyeing fabric. And if you can think of anything you would like me to do while I'm dyeing, whether it's batik or just what colors, or do you want to see ombre dyeing, I'll arrange that. And because I love decorating fabrics. I love taking anything and turning it into something of mine because, it's fun. It makes it personal that way. So anything else that I can answer for you or... Oh, you're so sweet, Miss Cheryl. You're so sweet. Take good care, Nadine. You truly have a wonderland there. Your farm is a thing of beauty, and you deserve to be very proud. That's a lot of hard work and love you've put into it. So, anyone... That curved log cabin is a thing of beauty. It's absolutely beautiful. And I got a Jenny Beyer thing the other day, and she just reminded everyone that her brick and mortar store is closed. It's done. I wouldn't have been able to go back and see it one last time. That's what I'm going to do. I will get together a montage of photos I have with Jenny Beyer and her shop. And next week, I need to write that down because I'm a forgetful one. But Jenny Beyer shop. I've got lots of pictures because every time I go, I can't help but take a few more. So I'll do a Jenny Beyer montage for y'all. And I'll see if I can sneak in some of my pictures of her home. Her garden is beautiful. Just not her home, but her garden. So, okay. Oh, Susan, you're so sweet. Well, thank you. Yeah, the store. Oh, okay. Let me clarify that about Jenny Beyer. She still will have an online business. but she will no longer have a shop you can go to and buy from. And she's done it 20 years, and she's ready to kick back a little. She's still going to do her tours, and she's still going to design fabric. She's still going to sell fabric. She's just going to do it from an order center and not run a daily shop. And she said she's coming up on 80 years old, and she wants to rest a little bit more. I don't blame her. All right, take good care. Susan, I hope they spoil you rotten today, honey. In fact, if you're somebody like Susan, I think you deserve a birthday week. So, and if Rick would like to take pictures of his garden, I'd love to see them. Take good care. Bonnie, keep sending us pictures of your new life. Y'all are all doing amazing things. And I tell you, some days all I can do is put one foot in front of the other, but we keep on trying. We're quilters, so we're made of tough stuff. Thank you so much, Alexis. Oh, here we go. Oh, he's showing off his mask now. That's his latest mask. So we're staying safe. And we're glad you didn't get too wet. We were worried about you in that rain. So anyway, take good care of yourselves. Have a great week. I will see you Thursday night for the final self-portrait. Y'all are amazing. Take good care. Bye-bye.